Shrish Mishra did his MSc in physics and then he was doing his PhD in astronomy and he gained interest in data science. Then he starts learning data science skills through online resources and then he got two job offers as a data scientist. Right now he's working as a research data scientist at the math company. In this video we are going to go through his entire journey. Towards the end we will discuss two important things. Number one, if you are from non-computer science background and if you're not getting interview calls for data science career, we'll discuss some effective networking tips. And the second thing we are going to discuss is what kind of tips you can use to make this transition more smoother. Let's get started. Shrish Mishra, thanks for spending time for today's conversation. Let's start with your current role. What do you do and what kind of technology and tools you use in your current role?
Yeah, first of all, thank you, Dhaval, for having me here. I'm very happy to be here. You have been always an inspiration for me. So, yeah. So, currently, I'm an associate data scientist at the math company. So,
Mhm.
this is an analytics consultancy company. So, in the math company, I can call myself a kind of research data scientist. We implement some state of the art uh, algorithms for our like in-house product. So my job is to read many papers and implement some of them in mostly Python. So yeah, we work mostly in Python for now.
A research data scientist sounds pretty cool. I have interviewed a lot of folks who are data scientists. They use ready-made tools, Python, BI tools, and they just solve commercial problems. But your role is more into research, so it's kind of cool. Like, you like this the research work?
Yeah. This is the thing that I liked most here because I was doing research in physics before coming here. So this is the thing exactly that I was doing also. So this profile actually fitted me well, I can say. Yeah.
I see. Okay, so then let's talk about your background because you have a degree in physics. So let us discuss
Yeah.
your education and then we'll discuss what got you interested in data science.
Yes, of course. So actually, I got my bachelor's in physics from University of Delhi, and after that, I went to pursue integrated PhD from Niger Bhubaneswar.
Hmm.
Niger Bhubaneswar is an institute by Department of Atomic Energy. This is a research institute, and I was into integrated PhD before I came to know about data science, and then when I decided to switch into data science, so I had to leave my PhD, and on leaving, they awarded me with a MS degree. So now I have a master in physics degree.
I
And yeah,
see.
during in my PhD, I was working in astronomy. My topic of work was astronomy.
Nice. Astronomy sounds so cool actually, because I go to local planetarium here and I like doing stargazing and things like that. It always fascinates me. So I'm really happy to talk to someone who has a formal education in astronomy. So here you are, you're
Yes.
studying your physics, astronomy, and then all of a sudden like something sparks an interest in data science. So do you want to discuss that, like how you got into this data science field?
Of course. I'd love to discuss about that. So once in a conference, I went and there was some person who has worked on some machine learning algorithm on astronomy datasets.
Hmm.
So in that talk itself, I grew my interest in data science, and further, luckily, I went to the another conference, and there I had a chance to work in a project in which I had to work with machine learning algorithm in astronomical data sets. So my job was basically to classify star images uh, with their spectral data. So this for doing this, I had to read something about machine learning algorithm. Uh, Before that, I also used to think that machine learning is mostly computer science topic. So
Hmm.
I am physics guy, and I will not be able to do that. But very soon, I understood that this is just modeling and statistics, and this is what we at the physics have been doing like since very long. And
Glad,
yeah,
glad you mentioned that, because many people have this misconception that they need computer science degree to go into data science field, but they don't realize that data science is just a tool which can solve problems in your domain. So if you're a
yes,
mechanical
exactly.
engineer or electrical engineer or physics person in your domain, you can use data science as a tool to solve variety of issues, like how you solve whatever star classification problem. So when you started working on these projects, did you know Python at that time? And if not, how did you learn Python and any other technology that you used to solve that problem, machine learning problem?
Yes. Yeah, I knew Python quite a bit because I was working with Python in my project itself. So in astronomy, like lots of people work with Python. So
Hmm.
I also like had a good experience with Python. So picking up Python was not a big problem for me.
Hmm.
Yes. So Python I knew. Then I read some of the books, some of the blogs, some of the video to understand over all of the machine learning and data science. And yeah, at that time I applied that algorithms there. But later when I came back, I started reading and growing more interest on this.
Got it. This is interesting. So you going to conferences is very important. I think people can learn from your experience that when you go to conferences, you meet people who are solving issues, different type of issues and projects, and then you all of a sudden realize, oh, I can use data science in astronomy. Is that right?
Yes, yes, that's absolutely right. And you
Cool.
also mentioned many times in your videos that you should start applying machine learning and data science wherever you are right now.
Exactly. Yes, that's exactly what I say, that whatever your field is, wherever there is data, there is data science. So in your current
Exactly,
field,
exactly.
if you're dealing with some data, let's say you are HR, you're looking at like employees salary trends, things like that, start applying machine learning, because that is a based and a natural way to transition into this data science domain. Great. So you knew Python. You of course, I think you knew statistics and mathematics, right? Quite a bit as a physics
Yes,
student.
yes, yes, that is right. I was trained quite a bit in statistics and mathematics. Linear algebra, I had like it was very well with me because in quantum mechanics you require a lot of linear algebra.
Very
So
good.
yeah, linear algebra was good. Yeah.
So then now, okay, so you have good mathematical statistics background, you know physics, and you find a problem in physics domain which can be solved using data science.
Yes.
So how did you learn machine learning and any other things? I know you knew Python, statistics, math, but then machine learning and any other things like Jupyter Notebook or any cloud solution. How did you learn it? Did you get any degree or did you learn everything online on your own?
Yes. So most of my learning came online. So
Mhm.
I took help of lots of free resources that is already out there, mostly from YouTube and some from Udemy. One or two courses I would like to mention that is from Udemy. So I read a lots of books. I like reading books instead of watching lecture. I don't know that is how I am. So I started with a book called Hands-on Machine Learning. So that is a very famous book by
Hmm.
Leon Garon, I think.
Hmm.
So this book has like nice combination of code practices and some like quite good theoretical description is also there. So
Hmm.
this is very like this is where I started. Later, I did a book which name is Python for Data Analysis. This is by Wes McKinney. Yeah. So he is the same person who wrote Pandas
Pandas.
Library.
Yes.
Yeah. So that book was nice. That book was enough for like me to qualify as a data analyst. And later, for a little deeper understanding, I read a book called Intro to Statistical Learning by Robert Tipsrani. That is a very nice book. He has given it free for everyone,
Hmm.
and and he has also had some lectures in YouTube. So yeah, that was very helpful. And of course, guidance from this channel Code Basics was very helpful for me. Like whenever I was stuck somewhere, I came here in this channel, and I got something out of here. So any guidance, anything, any small thing, any big thing, yeah, everything was there in this channel. I am following this from like beginning from my journey.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
thank you.
Well, thanks for your kind words. That is really nice of you. We'll provide links of all those books that you mentioned in the video description below. So in your journey, here you are where you got this project in your domain. Now you learn machine learning, statistics, all of those things using books and online resources, YouTube videos, and those Udemy courses, and so on.
Yes,
What
yes, yes.
was
I would
the
like to name one person.
hmm,
I think his name is Mike X Cohen.
hmm,
So
hmm.
his course on statistics and linear algebra is awesome. So he has given course with a lot of Python codes. So you can practice there, and also he has explained the theories very well. So yeah, and one more thing I would like to add, like this is very important. The thing, the most closest thing in the college that we study, that is even closest to the data science that we do in the industry, is econometrics. You must have been knowing that.
Economic? No.
Econometrics, yeah, econometrics. So there is a lecture on econometrics by Ben Lambert.
Hmm.
So his lecture is nice. He has explained everything: linear regression, p-value, some statistics, and also time series analysis. So yeah, that course, like, you should consider taking, anyone who is like trying to come into the data science.
Great. We'll provide the links of all the courses in the video description below so people can refer to
Yeah.
it. Great. Now, once you learned all the skills and when you worked on your the project in physics domain, now what was the next step? I think by that time you made up your mind, right, that you want to become a data scientist now. Um,
Yes.
so
Yes.
then,
I mostly made up my mind. So, but yeah, coming out of from PhD and getting a job in data science was like quite difficult for me. In my institute, environment is mostly like in research environment. Most of the people go to US for a PhD degree, but probably I'll be the first person to go into data science.
hmm,
So yeah, it was very difficult, but luckily I got support of a mentor. His name is Vishwajit. He is my friend, like in LinkedIn. So
hmm.
yeah, he told me many strategy, little things, how to search for job and other.
So how did you
Yeah.
find this mentor? Because I have mentioned this in one of my videos that finding a mentor is very important.
Yes, yes, yes.
Is this
That
person
is right.
Vishwajit? Is he your senior or you just know him through LinkedIn?
Yeah, I just know him through LinkedIn. I actually reached out a lot. I tried to ask for help for everyone who is there in LinkedIn. I faced many rejection, many people ignored, but I keep continuing. And actually, yeah, you just need one help.
Okay, so you looked. How did you find Vishwajit? So you looked for just data scientist, okay, data scientist in, let's say, India, something like that, or how did you?
Yes, 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 yes. I usually used to search data scientist in India, and I used to send them connection request, and after they accept the connection, I send some hi and something like, I'm interested in going into data science. I'm physics. I'm from physics. This and that, and yeah, some people reply, some people doesn't reply. Yeah, but most of the people reply.
Great. So now you found this amazing mentor who provides you all the guidance. So then how did you start searching for a job and what was your resume preparation process? So let's cover your resume. So in your resume, what kind of projects you mentioned? I think you already worked on this machine learning project. So maybe that was the project. And did you mention any other projects in your resume?
Yes, that machine learning project was there that I did my during my PhD, and one more project was there. So that was also like I pursued that during my PhD. That was image classification project using some other mathematical techniques than deep learning. And some of the project I did externally from Kaggle and
Hmm,
from UC IML dataset.
hmm.
So similarly, like, I presented 4 or 5 best of my projects there in CV, and I mentioned what my studies are, what my what are the subjects that I'm good with. These kind of thing I mentioned there, and yeah.
Nice. You have now nice project portfolio. Of course, your mathematics background helps in data scientist job. Now, many people ask me this question that if you don't have computer science degree, you don't get an interview call. Is this the problem that you also faced, and how did you came out of that problem?
Yes, that is kind of true. So, like, yeah, most of the people want computer science scientist as like their data scientist. But there are also some people in their market who wants maths and statistics people as their data scientist. So I also had like chance to got interviewed by a person. So he told me personally that he's looking for someone who is good with math and statistics. I think if you have math and statistics, you have already an edge, like you have some little edge, but you have to reach out a lot. Yeah, that is what I would say.
Got it. So then how did you reach out to people? How did you just go to LinkedIn jobs and start applying the jobs with the resume that you prepared, or you use some other strategy?
Yes, so initially I just went to the LinkedIn and I applied blindly. I used to wake up in the morning and I used to apply for 10 jobs, like at least 10 jobs whatever there, I used to blindly apply there. But let me tell you, it didn't work at all. Nobody
Hmm.
called me.
Hmm.
So I then changed my strategy. So in my like another strategy, what I did that I gathered some of the email ID from Startup India, Crunchbase, and from Product Hunt, from Joba Core. So I collected some of the emails. I started sending some personal emails to them with a nice cover letter. This part is important. You can't just attach your CV. Nobody has time to read
Hmm.
PDF. So I wrote a nice cover letter, and with cover letter I attached my CV. So many people responded me back. Some even extended help, and some replied about their inability to help. So yeah, that is how I know that this is at least this is working. This was working. And
So
in later,
when you collected all these emails were
yes,
of data scientists or HR people?
yes. Most of the email was from HR and data scientists. So whatever the relevant email I thought,
Hmm.
I collected them and I used Gmas. Gmas is a like Gmail extension that gives 50 email per day for free to send you.
Okay,
So I used that thing to send around 50 email per day. Like for I did this for like 2 or 3 weeks when my email exhausted.
I see.
So so yeah, this was good. So this was giving me some leads. Some people were referring me. Some people were calling for interview. So this kind of thing happened. And in later stage, I collected contacts of lead data scientists over LinkedIn, and
Hmm.
I messaged them personally, and yeah, some of them replied me back.
So how
And
was
yeah,
your
that is how I got some leads for interview.
all right, so let's talk about your first interview experience. How did you get your first interview call, and did that come through you cold emailing people?
Oh yeah, that actually come from I cold messaging people over LinkedIn.
Hmm.
So yeah, my first interview was on Editorialist YX. So
Hmm.
this is an American e-commerce company. So yeah, that is a very nice company. So in the first stage, they give me some data set and they asked me to share a Jupyter notebook in one day after doing all of your analysis.
I
And
see.
after this, a personal interview followed. And in personal interview, mostly they asked me question related to statistics and some machine learning algorithms. And yeah, some machine learning algorithms and some little very little Python, not much Python. And after in second round, a similar process happened in which they were asking me how to clean data, how to decide on clean data, how to impute data, when you should impute and when you shouldn't impute, what is CVS score, what can you get from the CVS score. So these kind of things happen in the second interview.
So overall,
Yeah.
it sounds like they didn't go cover Python too much in detail.
Yes, that is right. They were more focused on statistics and understanding, basic understanding of machine learning algorithm.
Do you remember any statistics question that you want to share here?
Yeah, of course. So they gave me a chart that was output of a stats model, and he asked me, "What do you see there?" So I saw p values were there, and he asked me, what is the meaning of p value? Just tell me what is the meaning of value, p
Hmm.
value,
Hmm.
and what does it signify?" So this is the one question I remember, and some question was also there on Bayes theorem, because Bayes theorem was Bayesian probability was written in my CV. So he
Hmm.
asked me something about Bayes theorem, and yeah, that is all I think I can remember. Some question also about the machine learning algorithm was there.
Hmm.
For example, he asked about various method of clustering. For example, devious scan, Gaussian mixer, and k-mean cluster. So yeah, these kind of things.
Got it. Nice. Then you also received second job offer. So you got two job offers. And then I think now you have two job offers. And how do you decide like money? See, money is one factor, I understand. But then other than money, like how did you decide like which job offer you want to accept?
Yeah, that was a difficult part for me, because both of the company was good, and both were giving me like quite good offers. I went for the another company, the math company. I
Hmm.
went there because the kind of work they were doing, that were
Hmm.
very much like fit for my profile. My profile. They were doing research, so yeah, I was also doing research. So I thought that I will be good here.
Nice. So I really want to congratulate you on your
Thank you.
successful journey from astronomy, physics to research data scientist, which is so cool. If anyone is looking to transition from, let's say, who have non-computer science degree, and if they want to move to data science, what kind of advice would you give to that person?
Yeah, sure. So one basic thing I would like to say is technology like keep changing. So any extremely relevant topic, any extremely relevant technology now can go irrelevant today.
Hmm.
So you should be focusing on, like, you should be learning how to learn, and
Hmm.
you should be trying to learn from the first principle as much as possible, as much
Hmm.
as possible.
Hmm.
And yeah, of course, learning technology is fine, that will give you job, but in a long run you should be learning how to learn. So yeah, one
Nice.
thing is that, and second thing I would like to say, that if you are from physics or a stats or math background, so believe me, you are required in the industry. Believe me, you just have to reach out. You have to reach out enough. So yeah, there is still very much vacancy in my in market, in industry, but I don't know, somehow right people are not reaching out to the right person. Yeah, that is all
Hmm.
I will think.
Nice. This is a
And
golden piece of advice you have given, which is learning how to learn and reaching out to people. I mean, I love it.
yes, yes, and yeah, third, do a lot of project. Do like at least 50 or more projects, and just present five. And
Hmm.
please don't present that California and MNIST data set, because people are like getting bored of that data set.
I
Try
know.
to do, yeah, try to do something surprising. If you surprise your interviewer a little bit, even a little bit, that will go like that will be go with your side. Yeah, this is
Nice.
what I would say.
Surprise them with awesome project. Well, thank you
Yes,
very much, Shrish, for your amazing conversation. We'll provide all the links in the video description below, and we'll. Is it okay if I provide your LinkedIn as well in the video description below?
yes, sure. Yeah, that will be good.
All right, we'll do that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Dal, for having me. It was pleasure.
It was nice talking with you. Bye.
Yeah, okay, bye.